Re- Repulse Bay Clotilde. Watching the view from my balcony makes me remember all the years I have been in Hong Kong and all the good times I've had there on the beach, such as staying there all night and my birthdays when I was young. I've had lots of fun and I will never forget this place. It feels like my second home. Seeing the mountains makes me think back at all the hikes we've done with some of the most beautiful views. All the times we went swimming and played on the beach is such a wonderful memory. Just by watching the view makes me guess the weather it will be. The sound of the birds are my alarm, and hearing them is one of the best ways to wake up. But soon, one day, I will not be able to see this view every morning again, and apart from this day, I will always remember how lucky I was.
Por mi ventana hay muchas cosas. Mi vista desde mi ventana es muy bonita y relajante. Por mi ventana puedo ver muchos árboles de todos tonos de verde. Algún tiempo yo veo loros blancos y otras parajos coloridas. Esos parajos me recuerdan de un momento en que voy en un zoológico. También puedo ver un edificio gris con muchas palmeras. Ellas me recuerdan a Hollywood. Debajo del edificio gris puede ver algunas flores rosas. Esas flores me recuerdan de mi abuela en Francia. Ella adora las flores, especialmente rosas y blancas.
When I look through my window, one thing comes to my mind. It's when I moved from Belgium to Hong Kong and saw this view for the first time. Then the first thing I analyze is the color of the sky. If it's blue, I am in a good mood, but if it's gray, I will be disappointed and I will spend a boring day. When I look lower, I see the mountains and I directly think to the hikes that I'm going to do this weekend. And at the bottom of my sight, I see people playing tennis. And that makes me hope that the Manhattan tennis will reopen as soon as possible. The window makes me feel as I'm flying. To conclude, my gaze crosses this window almost every second of my day, and therefore, we become friends. For me, this window is the representation of the 3 years that I will spend in Hong Kong.
So this is what you see through my window. We can see my neighborhood's house with a garden, and that there is a wolf forest just behind their house. It kind of reminds me of when I used to live in a small island in the middle of the sea called Wallis and Futuna. I used to live there in a big house with a giant garden, and it was surrounded by just forest. But it was kind of fun because we had a big place, and there wasn't so much technology. Like back then they didn't have any signal, so we didn't really use phone. But I like this place because it reminds me of good memories. People there were so nice.
The mix between city and nature. Hi, my name is Gaiden and I live in Hong Kong. It has been 12 years since I am in Hong Kong. Through my window, I see a bridge where there are some bikes passing by, and I see a small marina. I really like this view because it's quite characteristic of Hong Kong, because the city and nature live in complete harmony. One of the most memorable things is when Hong Kong was hit by a Typhoon Ted. This was one of the biggest natural disasters that hit the city. I remember that the waves were more than 3 meters high, and the wind was blowing so hard it broke some windows. In this situation, you feel a bit powerless against the nature. I like this view because it can be a form of entertainment to see all these bikes passing by. It is also very beautiful because in the morning there is no one and everything is very calm and you can see the sky and the mountains. Thank you for listening. This was a film by Gaëtan Bonmaison from the French International School of Hong Kong.